Hey, how's it going? I thought I'd make a kinder, gentler video this morning on my way to work. I promise not to call anyone a libtard, a woke-tard, a faggot, a nigger, a kike, a cracker, a wigger, or a Jew. The thing with you young people out here today, even on BitChute, mostly on YouTube, that's the norm. The mass majority of the woke normie. I will call you normies. I can't help that one. When these people, when they think they have an ideology on the gender, the patriarchy, etc., you guys don't really know the history of what you're talking about. I encourage you to pick up a Bible and read it. Read it like a novel. At least read it once, and actually concentrate and turn off background noise. Go out in the woods and read it, and learn about ancient Babylon, because all the gender stuff, that they're promoting you to do it to yourself. Nobody's holding you down and forcing you to transition from man to woman, woman to man. But that whole aspect of the woke culture that they're trying to say empowers you is actually just what, back in the Babylonian times, after a war, they would geld all the children, which means chop off their genitals. Females would automatically be thrown into being prostitutes. The males would be gelded and forced to be slaves. That means cutting off your junk. And they would give you a basic income after they'd killed all your parents, right? Mother and father, grandparents. After the army came through, they murdered all them, and they would snap up the children. So what the government is really trying to get you to do, that they're declaring victory and over the nations in this aspect of it, it's war. They're saying, how CNN says the culture war and all this bullshit. Well, them winning it, they're getting you to castrate yourself for the new Republic of the New World Order, the Babylonian Talmudic regime. So they're trying to tell you are empowered by this gender fluidity crap, but in actuality, it's a statement of war. And what they're doing to me, like, I'm in my 50s, I'm Generation X. My grandparents were the greatest generation, they called it, and then my parents were the boomers. Well, the boomers, the elite boomers, are in charge of this war against everyone in the world, and they're declaring victory. So they want you are their slaves. You're not empowered. They want you to. They don't care about your 33 genders at all. They want to geld you, castrate you as their spoils of war. To where guys like me in my 50s, they just, my generation, it was drugs. They used the grunge kind of movement, and like people like Jim Morrison, to make alcoholism and drug use seem cool. Kurt Cobain, make homelessness cool. That's what he had to promote. And I think that's, it was his downfall, kind of. He tried to get away from it. He knew he was involved in social engineering and just wanted to be a musician. And I think they killed him when he wouldn't play ball with them. But your generation, the Zoomers, the young, the older millennials or younger millennials too, is what more younger millennials, I guess, because my brother, he's an old millennial, and he kind of was on the tail end of the grunge rock thing, but that was all social engineering too, and that was demoralization of Generation X, and to get us to kill ourselves with heroin and deplete our spirit with crack and coke and everything else. Same thing in the hip hop community, crackheads. But yeah, so you're not empowered by marching for your gender fluidity. It's a sign of defeat. It's a slave revolt that the masters have created. All your marches for the 33 gender program, but it's just a sign of the Babylonian army winning and then gelding all of their future slaves. So anyway, I thought instead of ranting and raving and calling everybody names, all jacked up on coffee, I'd do a little video for the kids out there before I drank my coffee.